First on BBC Two, seasonal sensory overload with Countryfile.
Now, many of us just can't get enough of the sights and sounds of springtime. Doctors recognise there's a growing number for whom this season can be quite overwhelming. Keely's gone in search of a truly multi-sensory experience.
The smell of the fresh rain, the sound of the bird song, the sight of blooming flowers and the taste of that first stem of asparagus.
For most of us, it brings joy to our senses, but for some, it can all be just too intense. In fact, 4% of Brits have a trait known as synesthesia. It's a neurological phenomenon where a sensation in one of the senses, such as hearing, triggers a sensation in another, such as taste. Some celebrities have reported having this secondary sense, from the artist David Hockney to happy man Pharrell Williams and singer Lady Gaga. It sounds extraordinary, but around 1 in 20 of us have this kind of super sense, an amazing ability that some don't even realise. Meet James Wannerton. He's had synesthesia all his life. He doesn't just see spring, he tastes it.
The dawn chorus is exactly like eating melted green wine gums.
For James, this multi-sensory affair in spring can be a lot to take in.
Hello there, James.
Hello.
So, tell me, what is synesthesia?
Synesthesia is probably best described as being a mixing or blending of the senses. You may touch something and you might taste something at the same time as well, or a synesthete may see a colour and they hear a sound. Probably around about 60 plus types of synesthesia that have been documented so far. Mine is simply a case of hearing a sound and it gets instantly translated into a taste. It's not just an association, it's a real mouthfeel. It's as if I'm actually eating something.
What is spring like for you?
Spring's a tremendously stimulating time for me. Being out in spring gives me, well, it intensifies everything.
But it's not all as exciting as it might sound. Sometimes beautiful things can give an unpleasant flavour.
The actual sound of the name daffodil gives me a taste of corned beef. So when I look at a daffodil, I'm getting a taste of corned beef, and I'm also getting this horrible, tangy wine gum kind of taste over the top of it. And it's not nice.
As president of the 1,000-strong UK Synesthesia Association, James is far from being alone. But scientists reckon around 2.5 million people in Britain have some form of synesthesia. After 20 years of research, this neurological trait, which blends the senses, is now recognised in more of us than ever before. Researchers at Sussex University are now examining the effects of the condition and new ways to diagnose it.
I've walked around Bolton Abbey lots of times before, but I've never really thought about it in terms of senses. So I wonder if James might be able to give me a taste of what it would be like for him. So, James, there are lots of things going on here at the moment. I can hear the water behind us, I can hear the birds singing, there are some sheep over there, and every now and again they let off a bar. There's lots going on here. How are you experiencing this?
That river is tremendous. It's a cross between lemonade and cream soda. It's just fizzy and tree bark. It tastes like flaky chocolate, so it's something to do with, you know, the...
Yeah, I can see that, the texture.
This is the first time I've been here, and it's, I have to admit, it's a fantastic place. It's very, very, very sensory. That building over there, the Priory, arches, funnily enough, and rather apt in this case, give me a taste of Yorkshire pudding.
That's a really odd association.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. So is there anything specifically around here that you're finding unpleasant?
Well, there is, yeah, because I heard a dog barking earlier. That gave me a very strong taste of that stuff you get at the bottom of electric kettles.
Like lime scale?
Yeah, yeah, right the back of the throat.
Would you be without it? Would you rather not have it?
No, it's, I mean, it's a fundamental part of who I am. It's the way I think, it's the way I act. Everything is based around taste, so no, definitely not.
It's opened my eyes to a whole new dimension of spring's beauty. Sights and sounds sensed in an entirely different way.